What's up guys, it's Sebastian here and welcome back to another video. So why was I able to get success so fast? Now before you guys explode and say that I'm an arrogant, that's not at all what I'm trying to do in this video. I just think that by me being successful so fast in this industry, you guys could learn a lot of tips. And I know most of the other YouTubers have said they failed so much, for the first 5 months, they didn't even get a single sale. But for me, it wasn't like that. The first month, I did really, really well. The first week, not so much, but overall, the first month that I started dropshipping, I did pretty decent for a beginner. So let's go over it. So I have 3 reasons today. The last one is definitely the most important. I recommend you guys listen to all 3. I really, really, really do think that they could help you. So number 1, understanding human psychology. Now, in high school, I took psychology classes. I read psychology books because it was really interesting to me. And when I graduated high school and I got into dropshipping, I continued to read psychology books and I read some buyer psychology books. Now, psychology is very, very, very important because the more you understand how a person's brain works, the easier it is to sell them. Now, this sounds really, really strange, but it's very true. If you understand what a person wants, if you could figure out what somebody wants and give it to them or show it to them, then it's easy to sell them on something when it comes to dropshipping. So I would highly recommend you guys read a buyer psychology book. Maybe I'll leave a couple links in the description. You guys could check that out. So overall, just understanding people, understanding the way the human brain works will make it 1,000 times easier to buy. So because of these psychology books, I was able to create advertisements that looked really, really good. My first store, after I failed for the first week, looked really, really good. The descriptions on my store were really good. The descriptions on my advertisements were really, really good. And I structured them all based on the psychology of humans. So I every single time I made an advertisement, every single time I did anything with dropshipping, in the back of my mind, I was thinking back to psychology, thinking back to the books I read, and trying to understand how people will buy, how I can get more people to buy, wording it this way or creating it this way. Very, very important that you guys have a basic understanding of psychology because it will really, really, really help you to make sales and to just design an exceptional store and make a lot of money in the industry. Number 2 is not that big. When I first started, I was constantly soaking up knowledge. I wasn't in college, so I just had nothing to do all day. I was constantly soaking up information. I would watch YouTube videos all day, and I would just try to get as much information on dropshipping as possible. I would go and look up blogs. I would go and try to meet with people that have done it before. I would just try to soak up as much as I possibly could, and I had the time to do it. And that was a really, really big one for me because I had a lot of time to do so. Find as much time as possible to soak up as much information as possible because the more knowledge you have on the industry, the less likely you will be to fail and the less likely you'll be to lose money, and then the more likely you will be to become successful faster. So just collect a lot of knowledge. That one's kind of a given, not too big of a reason, but the third one is really important, and let's go over that one. Okay, so the third reason is I put myself in a position where I could not fail. I had no choice. So I wasn't going to college, I was just sitting at home, and I put myself in a position where either I make dropshipping work or that's it. No plan B, no nothing, because I didn't want to go to college. Some of you may know that I was going to go to college to become a nurse, and I was like 30 days away from doing it, and I did not want to do it. I did not want to do that job at all. Basically, my mentality was either I make dropshipping work or I have to go to college. And I hated it. Like, I would cringe just by thinking of going to college. So my only option was to make dropshipping work. And by putting myself in that position, I truly believe that it helped me reach success faster. A good example of this is Nick Woodman, the CEO of GoPro. Basically, he said something along the lines of, if I don't start a successful business by the age of 30, then I'll have to go to college and work a job that I hate for the rest of my life. Basically, he put himself in the position of no plan B. He said, I either have to make this work or I'm going to go to college and I'm going to hate my job for the rest of my life. I have to find a way to start a successful business. So you guys have to put yourself in that mentality. It was easy for me because I wasn't in college and I'm still young. I know most of the people watching this channel are going to be a little bit older than me. So I know you guys can't quit your job because you probably have kids or you probably have a house. But you still have to find a way to put yourself in that position. Either you make dropshipping work or something that you don't want to happen happens. No plan B, you have to do it, and that's it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click subscribe down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.